Bitcoin dropped to 61,000 and now it is already back up to almost 64,000. So what is going on? Is this the end of the bull trend or not? Spoiler alert, obviously I think not. We are still in a bull trend until invalidation, but I want to show you that in the charts. I want to show you what I'm seeing, what to look at from a technical point of view, and to show you that if you have been sidelined and you were waiting on a correction to be able to buy cheaper and lower, well, then this might have been the chance that you're waiting for. So let's dive into the charts and let me show you what I'm looking at. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dirk. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube down below. Follow my page on Instagram if you're not yet doing so to be able to continue to get these updates. If you want to know more about crypto, if you need help getting started, if you want my guidance, my mentorship, then I have a program that I call VIP. It's an all-inclusive program with all my courses, a crypto beginners course, a complete crypto trading and technical analysis course, and access to a Discord group where you have direct access to me and more than 2,600 other members. And in there every day I share my charts, market insights, trade ideas, and all of that in real time. If you want access to that, the link is in the description down below. There's less than 3 weeks left to join because I'm closing the doors on April 8th. So if you are interested, check that out. The link is in the description down below. Alright, so we are back here at $64,000 after having dropped to almost 60, just under 61,000. And you can see that might look like a scary drop because we were just at 73,000 and we dropped back to 61,000. But that is what happens in these bull markets. Okay, you get corrections of 10 to 20% pretty regularly. If you go and look at what has happened previously, even in the 2021 cycle, look at this pullback over here. You can see that was a 30% pullback that took us from 42 to 29,000. And after that, it went all the way back up to 65,000. You can see over here, there were so many examples of these pullbacks. Over here, this was a 23% pullback. Bitcoin went from 58,000 to 43,000, and then it continues higher. So the first thing you need to understand is that in a bull market, there will be pullbacks. The faster it moves higher up, the larger the pullbacks can be. So you can see here, what we've done is we went from 38,000 pretty much directly to 73,000 without any sort of real pullbacks. This is the first kind of major pullback that we've had since then. And even that is nothing too crazy because if you can see percentage-wise, this was a 17% pullback. That is completely normal. There were many of them in previous cycles on the way up. Now, what these pullbacks do is they give the market a chance to breathe. First of all, it takes out all the highly leveraged long people. So all the people who FOMO in at the top with high leverage, this just flushes it out. Okay, and that is healthy because then we can continue to go higher in this trend without this exhaustion. Like things only go up and up and up, and then it needs to pull down. It needs to flush out the late FOMO top buyers. And then obviously you get all those people who bought at the top also who really panic on a drop like this, even though it's not even a 20% drop and it's completely normal within these bull markets. You get a lot of people like, oh, the bull market's over. Look what has happened, guys. Look how far up we went. Okay, so this is completely normal. This is completely healthy. And this could actually even drop more and still be completely in a bull market, right? So one thing I look at is the 3-day 50 moving average. So if we change this to the 3-day chart over here, you can see this is my ultimate bear bull indicator. As long as we are above this 3-day 50 moving average, which is currently at 46,000, we are in a bullish trend and we can still go a lot higher. So at this point in time, 46,000, if we would get below that, I would actually say, okay, the bull trend is probably over at that point. But we are still above that. And obviously every 3 days this continues to rise. So the longer we're above the 3-day 50 moving average, every 3 days this continues to move higher and higher and higher. And this is very simple. There's nothing secret to it. You can put this on a chart for yourself, choose the 3-day time frame, put the 50 simple moving average on it, and you can see over here, previously, go back to all the times once we lose that MA, that's likely when the trend is reversed and the bull trend is over. Until then, look how many times it can actually just perfectly retest that. You can see over here, perfect retest, 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 and it continues to go higher. So what that means is technically we could drop as low as 46,000 and then continue to bounce and go higher after that. Now, I don't think we'll go as low as that. Maybe this was it. Maybe we got just to above 60,000 and we're already rebounding. You can see we're here, 64,000 again, and the market pretty quickly recovers, and that is what it tends to do in bull markets. So what you want to learn from this is, number one, you don't want to FOMO buy the top. When things go absolutely crazy and go green, 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 that is not the time to start longing with leverage or even just buy in coins just out of pure FOMO, because we get these flushes. And you saw that Bitcoin dropped 17%. A lot of altcoins did between 30 and 50% drops. The meme coins, they got hammered. So if you bought at the top there, you can easily lose 40 or 50%. So that is a lesson to learn. Second lesson to learn is that these pullbacks, because they're part of these bull cycles, give buying opportunities. So instead of buying the top and FOMO longing with leverage on the top, you want to wait for these corrections. And when there is blood like this and altcoins are down 30, 40, 50% in a period of a week or 2 weeks, that is the time to start looking for accumulation, to start buying up dips. If you have spare risk capital, that gives you a much better risk reward and a much better opportunity to be able to buy in. So for everyone who has been sidelined for the last couple of weeks and watching Bitcoin and altcoins and everything pump without you, you feel that FOMO, and then you're looking for that dip to buy. Well, here is a dip to buy. You literally got like a 30 to 50% discount on altcoins. And maybe it still goes lower, I don't know. But at this point in time, it does look like it might actually be rebounding here, and we might have already seen the bottom over here. Now, we will see soon enough. I think what's going to be important is the monthly close. So we're on March 20th at this point in time. We have 11 days left until the end of the month. If we can get Bitcoin to go back up, right, if it closes above 70,000 for the month, I think it's still incredibly bullish, and we probably see continuation higher in April. Again, keep in mind, in less than a month, there is the Bitcoin halving. This is literally going to cut the newly issued supply of Bitcoin in half. So there's 50% less Bitcoin being created every single day after the halving. If the demand continues, if people like Michael Saylor continue to buy, if Mr. 100, this guy is buying like 100 Bitcoin a day, continue to buy. If demand for the ETFs continue, BlackRock and the other ETFs, now all of a sudden there's even less Bitcoin coming onto the market while the demand stays the same. That should, in theory, just continue to push us a lot higher. And if Bitcoin goes higher, eventually Ethereum is going to play catch up, because Ethereum still hasn't hit the all-time high. And then the other altcoins are probably also going to play catch up. We got Solana that hasn't hit the all-time high yet. I think it will probably hit the all-time high and go to new highs. And then we have all the other altcoins, and we have not yet seen a proper altcoin season. We haven't seen a lot of the coins leave their accumulation levels yet. So basically, to sum up what I'm saying here is that, number one, this correction is still completely normal within a bullish correction. Number two, this might actually have been the dip before we continue to go back higher. Number three is basically, I believe, we still have a lot of upside ahead of us in the coming months, maybe even weeks. Okay, maybe this just continues to run higher as we go into the halving into May. Maybe over the next few months, this all goes a lot higher. This correction was very healthy and much needed. And basically, I'm excited to see what comes next. So let me show you these annotations here on the 3-day chart. It's easy enough. Basically, we're looking at market structure here, which is a technical term for the price action. It means how does the market behave? What is the price action showing us? And the definition of a bullish trend is higher highs and higher lows. So you can see here, from January 2023, and this is when I turned bullish. I made a video about this. It's on my YouTube channel. You can go and check. This is when we turned bullish. The trend flipped bull when it reclaimed this 3-day 50 moving average. And since then, we've been making higher highs and higher lows. Every time, yes, there are corrections, but every time that correction happens, it makes a higher low. And that is by definition the structure of a bull trend, or what people call a bull market. It's basically a bullish trend on a higher time frame. And you can see every time it makes a higher low, it basically means that this trend is still bullish, and after each correction, we expect higher. And you can see even this recent wick that we had now to just about 61,000, that is still technically a higher low. So if it pulls back from here, also look at this red band. It's basically the previous top here. And this was perfect. We went above it, we made a new all-time high, we pulled back into it, and that is potentially here setting us up for a spring or a launch higher into like 85, 90, maybe even over $100,000 over the coming weeks and months. In my opinion, that is very, very likely. So again, if you are still sidelined, here's the dip that you were looking for potentially, and If you are not yet involved, well, it's a lot better now than it was a week or two ago when everything was green and FOMO and pumping. We had this pullback, we had this correction. Have a look what you want to allocate your risk capital to. And again, if you need help with all of this, come and join my VIP. Everything is in there. A complete beginner's course if you're new and you want help getting started with crypto. A complete technical analysis course about reading charts, about trading crypto, forex, analyzing charts, risk management. All of that is included. And of course, access to me personally in my Discord, access to the whole community, more than 2,600 members. And in there every day, I'm sharing charts and opinions and thoughts exactly like I do here on this channel, but in real time on altcoins, on forex, on all sorts of charts. And you get to ask questions, all of that. The link is in the description down below. Check it out and come and sign up. There's no risk. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you're not happy, sign up, get access to everything, check it out. But, big warning, April 8th, so in less than 3 weeks from now, I'm closing the doors to new members simply because we are progressing in this bull market. After that, you won't be able to sign up. So come and sign up. The sooner the better. I pretty much guarantee that it's going to be worth your while and you're going to enjoy it and learn from it. Because if you're not, well, you can ask for a full refund within 60 days. So the link is in the description down below. Check it out. Come and join us. Hopefully I'll see you in the Discord and I'll see you in the next video.